Thank God it's Friday, and thank God it's another day filled with volleyball action for us here at the vleague, where it all started. We are live here inside the Paco Arena, but if you can't join us, you can watch us on Facebook or via our website, vleague.ph. Our matches today, we have Adamson Soaring Falcons and the UST Tigers Spikers para umpisahan ang araw na ito. We also have the Altas and the San Beda Red Spikers, CSB naman at Arellano Chiefs sa ating pangatlong laro. And to wrap our day, we have the San Sebastian College of Recoletos and the FEU Tamaraos. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. My name is Sydney Crespo. Together with former Ateneo Blue Eagle, we have Ana Gopico, and of course, to complete our broadcast team, we have Megan Cabrera at courtside. So, Ana, welcome to the broadcast team. First time niya dito sa V-League. Let's discuss our standings, starting with our Pool A.
Thank you so much, Sydney, for that really warm welcome. So our standings for today is UST giving us 2 wins and 1 loss, while Adamson giving us 1 win and 2 losses.
So that's our teams for this morning. Pero syempre makikita rin natin that NU is now 5-0. Let's take a look at our Pool B with Ateneo still on top. And mamaya mapapanood rin natin itong mga teams na ito. So ngayon, let's discuss our match at hand again with the Adamson Soaring Falcons and the UST Tigers Spikers. Simulan muna natin sa Adamson where they lost to NU along koponan ni Coach George in just 3 sets, 25-17, 25-22, and 25-21. That is their second straight loss, Anna, in just 3 games. What do you think happened in that last outing of Adamson?
Well, I think that NU is really showing us really good performances for these past 5 games that they had. And wala tayong masabi doon, plakado talaga yung game ng NU. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to disregard the efforts of Adamson where they tried to fight in 3 sets, and nakita naman natin, sinubukan nilang dumikit na mayroon silang 25-22 at 25-20. So hindi sila nagpatalo basta-basta.
There you go. And of course, they're looking for a bounce-back win this morning, especially for Ned Packing, who was the only double-digit scorer for the Soaring Falcons last game. Puntahan naman natin ang kabilang kupunan ni Coach Oji Mamon, the UST Tigers Spikers, who won against Noel Campton and the Green Spikers last Sunday. So that is in 4 sets, 25-19, 22-25, 25-15, and 25-23. And I know, Anna, napakaganda nitong larong ito ng UST, especially for their main playmaker in Dux Yambao.
Yes, I would like to agree with you. Tsaka last game with UST and LaSalle, UST showed a really good performance as well, closing the sets and closing that final win against LaSalle. I would also like to commend yun nga, ang setter nila, napakaganda ng playmaking niya kasi very distributed yung mga plays niya and lahat ng kanyang spikers nakakapalo talaga. As you can see, he has 21 excellent sets for that game.
There you go. So 21 excellent sets at magandang communication ang pinakita ng Tiger Spikers ni Coach Oji Mamon. Kaya hindi enough ang 20 points ni Noel Campton. Sa aming pagbabalik, sisimulan na po natin ang ating unang laro between the Adamson University Soaring Falcons and the University of Santo Tomas Tiger Spikers. We'll be right back.
Presenting our officials for this match, our first referee is Mr. Fernando Velarde, National Referee. Our second referee is Mr. Lumer Pajarillo, National Referee. Let's now call on our starters. First, for the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Their starting setter is number 1, Carlo Alegre. Opposite spiker number 6, Ned Packing. Outside spiker number 7, Jadwin Gudoy. Middle blocker number 8, Leo Kugumbal. Middle blocker number 10, Francis Casas. And outside spiker number 15, Joshua Magalaman. Their starting libero is number 4, Maru Takeda. Their head coach is George Pasqua. Calling now the starters for the UST Growling Tigers. Outside spiker number 1, G-Boy De Vega. Middle blocker number 3, Charles Magpayo. Opposite spiker number 6, Eman De Toroy. Their starting setter is number 7, Dux Yambao. Middle blocker number 10, Rainier Floor. Outside spiker number 21, Alchi Gupiteo. And their starting libero is number 18, Van Prudenciado. Their head coach is Oji Mamon. It's the Growling Tigers.
We're still inside the Paco Arena for our vleague Challenge Cup as we take a look at the starting lineup for the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Of course, still their lead scorer last game, Ned Packing, starting for Coach George Pasqua. Ana, sino ba ang mga dapat nating abangan dito? Also, for UST, as we take a look at UST, Dux Yambao, diba? Ang kanilang main setter. But also, De Doroy and De Vega, they have been contributing for Coach Oji Mamon.
Yeah, so for UST, I would like to think that magpapakita sila ng mga plays ngayon kasi last time ang kanilang player of the game, diba, setter. So that means he distributed it very well to everybody. Meanwhile, for Adamson, we have our consistent scorer, Packing, on the court, and I would also like to commend si Casas, number 10, na one set lang siya pinasok pero humabol yung scoring niya to 6 points.
There you go. So
Or
several
2 sets.
players are contributing for both head coaches. That's why we are really up for an exciting game this morning as we take a look at Alegre now on deck, ready to serve and to start this game. Adamson University versus University of Santo Tomas. Yambao goes to De Doroy, tries to attack. That was Doug, but that is good. And first blood here for the UST Tiger Spikers.
That was a really great spike. Nakita mo ba yun? Muntik nang ma-facial yung libero ng Adamson.
Now we have Gupiteo serving for UST. But Gupiteo sends that straight to the net and gives a free point for Adamson. Now they're at 1 apiece.
Dapat sa unang part pa lang ng set, iniwasan natin yung mga ganong error, no? Kasi very crucial yung mga service talaga kasi isang point agad yun, di ba, for the kalaban.
Now we have Gudoy serving for Adamson. It's a great serve. Yambao goes to the middle, try to attack. That was Doug. Good save. Alegre.
What a block
To
from UST's number 6.
That's a great block point here for UST. That's also one of the good things na pinakita nila in their last game versus LaSalle. And, you know, Coach Oji Mamon, he's been talking about all of his new players, about 10 of them, 5 are middle blockers. So he's really trying to develop these players in the preseason. Adamson sends that over Yambao. UST tries to attack. And also there's an error there.
Check ball on Adamson's side.
So now we're up 3-1 in favor of UST.
Alam mo, gusto ko lang balikan yung sinabi mo kanina, Sydney, no, na yung sa mga middle blockers ng UST. As a middle blocker myself, I like to think na very crucial yan kasi first line of defense talaga yan ng bawat teams, di ba?
As we take a look at the Vegas, amazing attack there. Parang nagulat ang Adamson doon. Now they're up 4-1. And if you're just joining us, my name is Sydney Crespo. I'm with former Ateneo Blue Eagle, Ana Gopico, and Megan Cabrera at courtside. So si Ana dito bilang former Ateneo Blue Eagle, for sure marami talaga siyang ma-share sa atin dito. That's a great save by UST. De Vega tries to attack.
What a spike.
Gets a point off the block. Pinag-uusapan lang natin yung blocking.
Totoo yan.
Pero that time,
Ginagamit naman nila ngayon ng spikers yung blockers ng kalaban to make that point. De Vega also has been a very consistent scorer for UST, ha?
now Magpayo serving for UST. Alegre will go to Casas again. That was Doug. Yambao to De Vega. Little push. Kailangan ng ipasa nito ng Adamson. Yambao to the middle again. Who will they go to? From the back row. Adamson had to adjust. Now De Vega again. But that's too strong. And that's a point for Adamson. Gets their second point in the set.
Ang ganda din ng pinapakita na plays ng players natin na hindi lahat kailangan puro palo. Meron din silang variations na may naguhulog. At maganda din yung defense na pinapakita na hindi talaga nila hinahayaan na bumababa yung bola.
Now we have Kogimbal serving for Adamson. That's another point off the block there by UST. Maagang mga puntos ang dinadala ni De Vega dito para sa kanyang kupunan.
That's true. Showing off first set pa lang. We want that that push na they really want to win for this game.
Definitely, dahil maganda ang momentum ng UST ngayon. But that last sequence, masyadong malakas ang service ng UST. Great serve. Yambao goes to the Vega again. And he's just loving it. And another point for G-Boy De Vega here. Now they're up 7-3.
Grabe naman yung mga spikes na pinapakita niya ngayon. Halos lahat ng points ngayon, parang siya na yung majority scorer, no?
Now G-Boy will be serving for UST here. Also a great serve. Alegre to Casas. And that's enough. Good enough for Adamson.
Binawi ni Casas yung points na nawala sa kanila with that block out. Ginaya din nila yung tactics ng UST, di ba? Kung hindi ka makapasok sa spike ay sa blockers, i-off block mo.
But that one sails out.
They really have to take care of their services, no? Kasi nakakasira ng momentum yun eh. Lalo na pinaghirapan nyo yung point. Sunod-sunod na point sa inyo.
Now, UST takes us to our first technical timeout in this game. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Paco Arena. This is still the vleague 2022 Collegiate Challenge, and we continue to bring you the matchup between UST and Adamson. But actually, for our two head coaches, this is one of the rare opportunities that we will be finding them on opposite sides of the court. Because Coach Oji of UST and Coach George of Adamson were actually teammates on the national team for the 1993 and 1995 SEA Games. At kahit sa pag-coach ng national team ay magkasama pa rin sila. But the brotherhood actually runs deeper than this dahil dahil roommates rin sila for international assignments and later on in life, naging magkumpadre pa. Kaya naman sabi nga ng parehong coaches, alam na nila ang galaw ng isa't isa, but it all boils down to what the boys will bring into the court today. Sydney and Anna?
Thank you so much, Megan Cabrera. That's our courtside reporter with a great story there. At also, napakagandang atake ni Magalaman for Adamson here. Both of our head coaches were close friends, teammates, di ba? Before the V-League. At for sure, kilalang-kilala nila ang tactics, di ba? Ang mga game plan ng isa't isa.
Oo nga, sabi nga nila kanina na alam na nilang dikita ng laban today.
Even prior to this game, you know, they had a talk, the two of them, just catching up. Gupiteo will try to attack.
That was an offset, but he made it work. Ayun lang.
And
Nakita lang
Adamson
kita.
enjoys that. Yuso Godoy enjoys that one for his squad.
That was a smart play, ha?
That was a smart play. At ngayon, isa na lang ang lamang ng UST just after the technical timeout. Now we're looking at Magalaman serving for Adamson. Yambao. De Vega from the back row finds the line and scores for UST.
He's making it work everywhere. Mapa back row, mapa front line. Kayang-kaya niya.
G-Boy De Vega was also the lead scorer for UST last game with 19 points, maximizing the sets, diba? From also their player of the game, Dax Yambao, who's also serving right now. Alegre will go to Godoy. Not that time. De Vega from the back row. And that time, that's too strong. And a point for Adamson here.
Alam mo, what I want to see Adamson with ngayon ay yung mga plays nila. Kasi kung hindi nila kaya na makascore ng simpleng open spike, kailangan nilang lituhin yung mga blockers para makapasok sila sa UST, di ba?
There you go. Now we have Yambao. He goes to Gupiteo. And Gupiteo with a great attack there.
Gupiteo, magandang gising ngayon, ha? Yung mga spike niya sobrang baon na baon.
Now we have Alchi Gupiteo serving for UST. Great serve. That's an error on the side of Adamson and a free point for UST.
That was a double on the side of Adamson.
So far, UST has been showing great energy here. Same with their last game. And so, you know, Coach Oji was talking about, he used this term, Ana, used the term happy mess. Sabi ko, Coach, ano naman yung happy mess?
Oo, explain mo yan.
Diba? Na because they have like 11 new players. Medyo like that, they had to improve, diba, mga service, the basics of volleyball. But also, everyone is enjoying and everyone is just absorbing daw all the learnings for the UST squad.
Well, I feel like that also means that their players are gelling well in the inside the court as well. Kasi iba-ibang personalities talaga yung mga athletes natin eh, di ba?
But also like,
Hindi may iwasan
for
yun.
head coaches, diba, it's a new challenge because they have to develop these new players again, just in time for the UAAP.
That was on UST score. It was a check out.
Now UST is up 12-9 here, still doing great. Hindi na nahabol yun ni Alegre, and that's a service ace for UST.
I think Adamson has to up their energy as well. Kailangan nila i-matching sa UST.
Now we're looking at Magpayo serving for the Tiger Spikers here. Now Alegre will go to Casas. And that's outside. And another score for UST here, 14-9.
We have a substitution.
Tropia in, Casas out for Coach George Pasqua. Trying to try a different mix here on the floor for the Soaring Falcons.
Tropia scored 4 points last game, and he was starting for the first and second set as well.
There you go. So Coach George is hoping for some help here from Topia, but De Vega tries to adjust. Is that good enough? And that's enough for them to score here, 15-9.
Ang ganda ng versatility din ni De Vega sa game na to, ha? Na kahit na offset yung set sa kanya, na medyo mabilis tapos medyo nag-outside. Pero ginawan pa din niya ng paraan. And his drop was actually quicker than his landing. Kaya hindi natawagan yung palo niya na yun.
Amazing block point here by UST. UST takes us to the second technical timeout for set number 1 as we take a look at that beautiful block by Floor. We'll be right back for the vleague. This is the vleague where it all started, and UST took us to 2 technical timeouts in set number 1, and they've been showing great performance here so far, Anna. But for you, ano bang nagsa-stand out so far?
I think UST is really trying to hurry to the finish line, no? While Adamson is having a slow start for the first set. But hopefully this technical timeout will change things up and makahabol na rin sila with UST with 10 for Adamson and 16 for UST.
That's the first point for Tropia here. Na-mention nga ni Anna na nag-start din siya nung set 1 and 2 in their previous game. And Coach George is hoping to find some spark here before it's too late. Yambao goes to the middle. Blocked. Yambao goes to the Vega again.
Good blocks from Adamson.
Now from the back row is Gupiteo. And that's good for Gupiteo.
And that was a
17 to
check
10.
out from the back row.
Now you'll have some substitution here. Cruz in, Senyoron in. Dedroy and Yambao will sit down for a while.
Let's see what our team captain from UST will show for us to this in this set.
Lawrence Cruz. Gupiteo puts it up for De Vega. De Vega with all that power, but that was Doug. Go to the middle. Cruz. USC tries to push. Pero maganda pa rin ang naging resulta.
Ginagamit ng UST talaga yung blockers ng Adamson, no? Puro check out or pinapadaan sa loob ng blocker mismo. But on the other side, Adamson's number 15, the middle blocker is actually showing very good performance for this place.
That's still a block here for USD. And Coach George Pascua is concerned. He had to call a timeout and regroup his guys.
Yan, ikaw naman, bakit kailangan pong hintayin pa yung blocker? Di ba? Single back, i-cross court mo. Kailangan lang magtiwala kayo doon sa sistema na iniinsayo ninyo. Sabi, simple lang iniinsayo nyo, di ba? Apply nyo kung ano yung iniinsayo ninyo. Iniinsayo ba natin yung ganyan kabagal ang galaw? Ano ginagawa natin? Puro service receive tayo. Meron pa kayong tinatarget. Bakit tayo receive? Ano sabi ko sa inyo kanina? Kung sino may service receive tsaka block, yun ang mananalo. Diba? Huwag kayong mawawala sa loob ng court. Gamitin nyo yung team training ninyo. Ha?
Coach George Pascua reminding his guys na it's the service receive ang importante sa laban na ito at tanggalin yung kaba. Diba? And Ana, as a player, may ganun ba talaga?
Meron talaga. even it gets to the best of us. Ika nga nila. And totoo yun dahil ang first ball ng Adamson medyo may alanganin, no? Kaya hindi din sila makagawa ng plays.
Both teams had to adjust in that sequence. Pero ang puntos ay mapupunta sa UST because of a net touch. They're up here by 10 points. A steady lead for the Tiger Spikers in our opening set. We're looking at their team captain, Lawrence Cruz, serving for the Tiger Spikers. Alegre goes to packing. And there is an error here.
There is a net touch from our blockers. 2 net touches in a row.
Ned Packing, the only double-digit scorer for the Soaring Falcons last game. UST tries to attack. But what happened there, Anna?
That was a not over. Medyo offset din yung set sa kanya sa opposite natin ng UST. Kaya siguro nahirapan siyang ipasok yun.
So now the Soaring Falcons are trying to do something here. Subukan nilang ubusin ang lamang ng UST with that one again.
Another net error from our middle blocker. Alam mo, as a middle blocker, iniiwasan ko talaga yan eh. Kasi parang sinasabi nga nung coach ko no na it's pointless. Parang ang bilis mo lang binigay. Di ba?
3 points for the opponent here, UST. And speaking of 3 points, bumalik rin sa Adamson with that service error for UST this time.
Another unforced error.
Coach George still trying to find his perfect mix here on the floor. Guy in for the Soaring Falcons.
And Aguilar.
You also
for
have
opposite.
Aguilar. So 21-13 UST with a comfortable situation here in our opening set. Adamson with that great serve. Gupiteo with an amazing attack. And they bring us to the 22-13 score here.
May
But
gigil talaga yung palo ng UST. Lahat ng mga attackers nila.
Let's see how Coach George will address that. Let's listen in.
Lumaban kayo. Ang nangyayari kasi, hirap na tayo maka-side out. Tinutulungan niyo pa yung kalaban. Yung mga useless error na hindi naman dapat. Mag-isip-isip naman tayo. Diba? Balik kayo.
Labas natin yan. Labas natin. Labas natin.
Kalaban yung sarili ninyo. Kalaban yung sarili ninyo. Hindi naman ang UST. Hindi naman yung nilalaro ninyo eh. Hindi naman yung iniisahin ninyo eh. Diba? Okay, sige, go!
Tulad nga ng sinabi ni Ana Gopico, yun din ang sinabi ni Coach George Pasco, no, useless errors, kakakwento mo lang kanina, Ana. And we have been seeing that in the last few sequences here for Soaring Falcons. Ano ba ang dapat nilang baguhin?
I think tumatak yung sinabi sa akin ni Coach George na kalaban mo ang sarili mo. Yun talaga yung biggest enemy natin, no, minsan. Very philosophical.
Now let's take a look if kayang baguhin niya ng Soaring Falcons this time. Gupiteo will attack and scores off the block here.
Gigil na gigil yung palo ni Gupiteo. Talagang here on the sidelines, nafe-feel ko talaga eh. May gigil silang manalo today.
Floor out, Ibanez in for Coach OG Mamon. Ibanez also was, sinabi nga, magandang bunot noong last game, no, for UST. And so far, he's been helping his team a lot. And even with that service ace, now we are at set point.
I agree with you there. I saw last games, UST's Ibanez was performing very well. Alam mo, kahit hindi siya ganun katangkad, yung talon niya, yung vertical niya,
Oh, definitely.
palaban.
And that is another service ace for UST, and they take set number 1 here. Katulad ng sinabi ko, magic bunot si Ibanez last game, pero mukhang magic bunot na naman siya ngayon as we take a look again at that set point.
Last
He
2
finds
points
the
goes to
line.
him.
Definitely. Now, they take set number 1 here, 25-13. Magbabalik po kami. This is the V-League, where it all started. The Tiger Spikers take set number 1 here with a score of 25-13. Magandang energy at simula ang pinakita ng kupunan ni Coach OG Mamon. My name is Sydney Crespo together with Ana Gopico and Megan Cabrera. It's G-Boy De Vega and ang kanilang magic bunot for that last 2 points. Ibanez ang nagsarado ng set number 1. For you, Ana, what's working well for UST here? That seemed to be an easy set for them.
I think their spikers are really working well for UST kasi kahit na anong sets yung binibigay, ginagawan talaga ng paraan at gigil na gigil silang lahat makascore. Para bang nag-uunahan sila, sino ba yung top scorer ngayon, di ba?
As we take a look at the stats of our set number 1 here, what do we see, Ana?
So for UST, they have 13 attacks while Adamson has 5, only 5 attacks. And UST is also showing great blocks with 3, while Adamson 0. And UST also has 4 aces, service aces, while Adamson has 1. And you can see that Adamson has given UST 9 points for their errors. Na yun nga ang minention ni Coach George sa kanila na dapat bawasan nila.
There you go. Coach George Pascua mentioned useless errors in one of their timeouts in set number 1. And I was the courtside reporter when Coach George was the head coach in FEU. So, ganun talaga siya magpaalala. Lagi niya sinasabi na hindi ito yung iniensayo natin eh. Sayang naman, di ba, na nandito na tayo. So, we hope to see a different soaring Falcons this time for set number 2.
Yes, we want to see them soar and fly high like the Falcons they are.
Definitely. Now we have Aguilar here, set up for his teammate.
Ayan! Sabi natin, first point pa lang.
That's good. Now we have Paulino.
Nakita mo yung shift ng energy nila, di ba? Parang na-hype up talaga
And
sila.
they were enjoying that score.
At sana tuloy-tuloy yun hanggang sa end of this set.
Now we have guys serving for Adamson. Great serve. Yambao goes to Ibanez. And
That was a great set.
Ibanez loves that as usual. Takes a point for UST.
That was actually a great play kasi akala natin lahat yung palo either open or quick na nasa harap ng setter pero binigay niya sa likod and it was a low tres for Ibanez.
Josh Ibanez with that great serve also. Guy goes to his teammate Aguilar at bumawi sa UST dito.
Hindi nagpatalo si Aguilar, pinapakita niya na din ngayon na lalaban kami. Kaya namin to.
That was a beautiful play for Adamson here. Now we have Mark Paulino serving for the Soaring Falcons. Yambao goes to G-Boy De Vega. G-Boy adjusts. Guy from the back row. That was Doug. Yambao looks to De Vega again. De Vega answers, and that's a score for G-Boy De Vega. Our score is 2 apiece here. We have a tie game.
Even though maganda yung placing ng blockers ng Adamson, napasukan pa din sila ng palo ni De Vega.
De Vega still continue to deliver here, but that time, that service wasn't delivered for UST. Now, Adamson seems to be more enjoying this set. They're being more vocal here. Kanina medyo tahimik sila nung set 1.
Medyo nagising na sila ngayon kasi 11 na.
Now we have Yamba with that one-hand set. And that score still goes to UST.
For a check ball. I think Adamson's blockers are actually doing well, but they need more experience para talagang ma-block nila ng tuluyan, hindi yung puro check lang.
Now we have UST serving, and that's too strong. Sails out, and a free point for the Soaring Falcons. They're now up 4-3 this time.
Adamson so far hasn't had a service error on their side. So sana matuloy-tuloy nila to, no? Na pinagpracticean nga nila to.
Yambao. Ibanez from the back row. Hindi na nahabol ng Adamson yon. And another point for Josh Ibanez. You know, Ana Ibanez here, he became viral during the pandemic because of his mga volleyball videos. So yan yung kinukwento lagi ni Coach OG Mamon na para daw makakuha pa lang mas madaming confidence itong si Ibanez, sinahayaan lang niya sila nung pandemic.
And I think it really helped in building his confidence nga. Kasi kita mo pa naman yung palo niya, pag nakascore talaga siya, talagang enjoy nila yung palo and yung play na yun.
As a player, Ana, how important is it also na you bring the right kind of energy on the floor? Lalo na kung you're not starting.
I think it's really important kasi for Perla Spikers, I wasn't a first six, pero when I'm put inside, I make sure that I bring the energy, I bring everything I can para lang makatulong kasi minsan yung down lang talaga yung teammates mo and they just need to wake up and parang guys, game lang to. Kailangan lang natin enjoy to. Oh, wow, what a spike. Pero great receive on UST side. Ayan, tignan mo yung Adamson, gising na. Speaking of energy, ayan yung energy na they're bringing to the court right now.
Exactly. So medyo nagkalituhan lang ang UST dun sa part na yon. Now we're at 5 apiece here. We were talking about energy, 'di ba? Ngayon ang parehas nating koponan ay mas nag-uusap na at nag-e-enjoy sa ating laro. Yambao, Ibanez again. But there's a net touch there.
It's Adamson's point.
Now Adamson takes back the lead again here, 65.
Alam mo kasi minsan, yung skills, nandiyan na talaga yan kasi pinagtitrainingan nyo yan araw-araw. And I think it's really the attitude you have that makes a lot of difference.
Now we have Adamson Soaring Falcons serving. Yambao goes to floor. But the blockers were there, and they take a 2-point lead here, 7-5.
Ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina na I think Adamson just needs experience. Hindi pala kailangan lang nilang gumising kasi nasasara na ng blockers nila yung mga palo ngayon ng UST. Nababasa na nila. They're prepared for it.
Now we have Tropia serving for Adamson. Yambao goes to Ibanez again.
Oh, wow. What? Look at that
With
sass.
all that power. Sana may replay tayo. We wanna see that again.
Nakita mo ba yung leap na yun? Napakataas. Mas mataas pa dun sa blocker.
Ibanez with the power and the confidence.
Ginawa niyang runway walk yung court.
Now, UST, isang puntos na lang inahabol dito. Aguilar goes to Paulino. Finds the line.
That was a great spike from Polino. He's been scoring for Adamson this set.
Paulino has been helping the Soaring Falcons, and they take us to their first technical timeout. Welcome back to the V-League, where the Adamson Soaring Falcons are leading this time. But puntahan muna natin si Megan Cabrera, our courtside reporter, for her report in set number 2.
You know what, Sydney? Team Captain Aaron Mirador of the Adamson Soaring Falcons, being one of the older guys on the team, acknowledges his maturity and his role as a leader. This basketball player turned volleyball player in his final year of high school brings his athleticism and heart regardless of the sport. Now, coming off of 2 losses and after failing to claim the first set, Aaron continues to motivate his younger teammates, saying hanggat hindi tapos ang laban, di pa sila talo. Sydney and Anna?
Thank you so much, Megan, once again for that beautiful story here for Aaron Mirador. Adamson still up 8-7. Ibanez blocked.
As I said a while ago, I think Adamson's picking up on their first line of defense, blocking that spike from UST.
As we take a look at that beautiful block by Adamson. Balikan muna natin yung kwento ni Megan, no? Aaron Mirador was a basketball player. Anna, did you have like other sports before volleyball? Or gano'n ka-importante for athletes to have different sports?
Well, I used to play badminton before and swimming, medyo mga single sports, no? But I think it's really important because it increases the athleticism of our players, of our athletes.
And Aaron Mirador uses that experience also here on the volleyball court. That was a long rally here for both teams. But a score for UST, isang puntos na lang ang hinahabol nila. Josh Ibanez serving for the Tiger Spikers. Great serve. Binalik ni De Vega. That was saved. Adamson tries to attack, but that's good.
Oh, that was a check ball, according to our referee.
Good for Adamson. Now they're up 10-8 here. So lumalamang naman sila dito sa set na to, no? Compared to set number 1. It's just a matter of like how they're going to take care of that lead and sustain that.
Yes, and I think Coach George mixed up his players and it's working for them.
Another great attack here for UST. Magpayo delivering the goods for Coach OG Mamon. Adamson so far is not able to pull away here. Isang puntos na naman ang inahabol ng UST. Guy goes to the middle. Yambao. UST attacks with Senyoron.
That was a smart play from our opposite hitter, UST's number 8. Tingin ko nakikita na ng UST na nabablock, nababasa na sila ng Adamson's blockers. So now they're utilizing their that defense and pinapa-check out na lang nila yung mga palo nila.
Godoy in for Coach George Pascua here. Now UST serving. Guy. But let's see what the referees will tell us, and that is a ball out according to our referees.
Pero gusto ko yung pinapakita ng Adamson na meron ng gigil yung mga palo din nila. And I think mas nagiging polished na yung play nila inside the court na nabibigyan na yung mga spikers sa harap at mas nagkakaroon sila ng mga plays in the court.
Nakuha na ulit ng UST ang lamang. Guy will try with Aguilar but blocked. That beautiful block by
UST said, no, not today.
There will be more substitutions here for Coach George Pascua. Balik na si Cogimbal. Now, Adamson is trailing by 2 points.
Ang bilis ng turn-off events, no? Kanina sila yung lamang, ngayon sila na yung naghahabol.
But UST gave a free point here with that service error.
I hope Adamson takes advantage of this. UST losing their momentum and makahabol sila sa score.
Cogimbal on deck. Yambao. UST attacks. There's an error there. Net touch for UST once again. Gives a free point to Adamson. We have 12 apiece now.
I think Adamson has minimized their unforced errors on this set, leaving UST naman with a lot of unforced errors and service errors din.
Yambao goes to his teammate.
What a great spike. Ang lakas nung check-out na yun. Parang as a middle blocker, nakakatakot i-block yun.
Let's take a look at Senyoron again. Beautiful swing. Senyoron serving for UST. Great serve. Guy. As a middle, Anna, what did you see in that sequence for Adamson?
That was a nice effort on Magalaman's side. However, parang masyado siyang dikit sa net na kaya yung kamay niya medyo bumaliko and hindi pumasok yung spike niya.
Now UST is up by 2 points again here. Make that 1 point as they give another free one here for the Soaring Falcons. Like you mentioned, parang yung errors mas napupunta na sa UST side ngayon.
Although kung pumasok yung serve niya na yun, nakakatakot. Wala talagang tao dun sa corner ng Adamson.
He had good intentions, but same with this one also. And that service sails out for Adamson. We are approaching our second technical timeout. Let's see if UST can take us to another technical timeout in set number 2. G-Boy De Vega serving. Great serve. Aguilar. Adamson attacks.
Lumalaban ng Adamson. They also want to take you to that technical timeout.
As we take a look at that beautiful attack again by Guy. Palitan ng puntos dito.
Dikit na yung laban, kaya dapat wala nang unforced errors on both sides.
Yambao to Ibanez. Ibanez wanted to adjust, but that's too strong for Ibanez.
That was an offset for UST's Yambao.
Now we're at 15 apiece. Sinong magdadala sa atin sa ating second technical timeout in set number 2. Nakahabol ang Adamson dito. Yambao goes to floor.
What a great play.
Floor with that confidence and takes us to the second technical timeout in set number 2. We'll be right back. This is the vleague. We are still inside the Paco Arena for the vleague Challenge Cup. We are approaching the latter part of the elimination round. UST now at number 3 with 2-1, and Adamson University Soaring Falcons with 1-2 at number 4 in Pool A. Aguilar sets up Guy, blockers, had good intentions, pero wala nang nakahabol doon for UST and Adamson with a score.
UST tried to get that coverage though, but it was to no avail.
Now we have Magalaman serving for Adamson. Of course, they want a win again, but Ibanez with that combination play scores for UST once again, 17-16.
That was a great play from our setter, Yambao. Bumawi siya doon. Dalawang quick sets yon, and number 13 takes it to the floor.
Aguilar goes to Godoy.
Bumawi si Godoy for Adamson. Sabi, di kami papatalo.
Now we have substitution here. Alegre, babalik para sa Soaring Falcons. Coach George Pascal with his last reminders before Alegre serves here.
Coach George putting in the setter at the back to utilize his front row with 3 spikers.
Yambao goes to the middle. Adamson from the back row. Yambao, back set. Great save there. Adamson again. Yambao puts it up for Ibanez. Alegre. And that's outside the score for UST.
Yes, tumama lang sa net pero hindi nahawakan ng blockers of UST.
Yeah, the mini rally there. Great efforts for both teams. Now Ibanez serving for UST. Ibanez sends that straight to the net. Another service error for UST in set number 2. 18 all here for our 2 UAAP teams.
I think they have more longer rallies in this set, no? Hindi sila gumigive up agad.
And speaking of not giving up, it's Cogimbal trying to give Coach George Pasco some variations here in set number 2.
He's taking control of the front line.
And Coach OG Mamon sees that as a threat. He calls a timeout. Let's listen in.
Focus. I gave you specific instruction, huwag ka sumobra ng block. Anong ginawa mo? Ang tatapat na ba sa dulo, yung gitna na? Ikaw, anong silbi mo doon? Bablock mo yung referee, hindi mo papalo yun. Huwag kayong magmadali sa pasa. 4 ang attacker, hindi lang ikaw. Pasa, takbo. Hindi pa napasa, tumatakbo na. Dax, masyado lang yung shot mo. Pagka out of system or bumuka, pinapasok mo sa net. Walang magagawa attacker natin na mahirap.
That's Coach OG Mamon with his reminders to his squad. Kahit medyo malalalim na yung paalala ni Coach OG, malumanay pa rin si Coach OG as usual. But Anna, for you, what did you hear from that timeout?
That's true. So, he said na wag magmadali sa pasa kasi even if you're behind, ayaw mong mamadaliin yung plays nyo kasi hindi nyo yung tempo. And pag nagmamadali ka, nakakalimutan mo na din na gawin yung roles nyo ng maayos talaga.
Great reminder there by Coach OG. UST scrambles and Adamson scores here 20-18.
Adamson is really locking in that frontline defense with their blocking. Nahihirapan na yung UST makapasok ngayon.
You know what's the best about watching live or covering games is that you see some moments na hindi nakikita sa TV, like Coach OG shrugging na, see, I told you, sa kanyang paalala from the timeout. And that's a great sequence for UST, and they score here 20-19. So if you guys would like to watch and see the action live, you can join us here at Paco Arena.
We could really use some company over here.
Definitely, mahaba-haba pang araw natin dito. This is only our first game. We have 4 matches. Beautiful Friday. Alegre.
Ginawa ng paraan.
De Vega attacks. Alegre goes to his teammate, finds the line and scores.
Adamson setter distributing his plays very well.
That hinabol naman pero hindi na talaga umabot. And Alegre was proud of that set.
True. 1 spike for you, 1 spike for everybody.
Adamson now serving. Great serve. Yambao goes to the middle with floor. It's blocked.
That was a great block for Adamson.
Now, Adamson is enjoying this game. Not for Coach OG Mamon, though. He calls a timeout once again.
So, wala kumpiyansa. Hindi ka makaka-atake sa buka masyado sa net. Dax, may pasa naman tayo na nangyari. Buka-buka na lang yan. Wala kang pipe, wala kang shoot, wala kang combi. Kung saan madali mag-set, doon ka na lang. Ganda naman pasa eh. Yung ang pangit na pasa, sinushoot mo. Tapos yung maintindihan. Yung mga bola sa kalaban, nadidepensahan nila. Yung setter, hindi naman tumatalon. Nakatayo lang, high set. Takbay ng takbo. High set yun, hindi shoot set yun.
Puro sa set. That was Coach OG Mamon regrouping his squad again. But Anna, please take us through kung ano mga sinabi ni Coach OG doon.
So I think he was saying also that the sets ng Adamson was not really fast. Na kayang-kaya natin basahin yun, kaya natin depensahan yun. We just have to watch and analyze. Huwag
There you
tayo
go.
magpapraning.
So the decision making is very important here. Lalo na as we approach the end of set number 2 and G-Boy De Vega scores for UST. Senyoron out, team captain in for UST.
Medyo tumatahimik si De Vega for this set. At sana sa kanyang pagpa-frontline ngayon, mas dumami yung mga attacks niya.
Adamson with a good intention, but That's too strong for them. And UST takes another score here. Now, Coach George Pascua had to call a timeout after that sequence. Let's listen in.
Malakas na palo, para visible sa'yo, block at saka court, distansya. Kasi kailangan mag-connect eh. Di ba? Naintindihan? Pag malayo yung set, yung receive, malayo ka rin sa net. Wala namang problema ron eh. Mali lang yung execution nyo eh. So, dito nyo hingin yung receive. Dito nyo hingiin. Para kahit pa paano, yung space ang papalo doon, mas malaki yung space. Naintindihan? Okay. Walang palong diretso ha. Either left or right. Ha?
Coach George Pascua was talking about some adjustments here, Anna. For you as a player, how do you understand that?
So he was telling his team to adjust their defense according to the spikers or the attacks of their opponent. So ibig sabihin nun, kasi yung block nila, since sarado na nga, you would expect na check out mostly yung mga palo or malalayo sa from the net. So kailangan mong bumuka ng defense to read those spikes properly.
Now let's see if they'll be able to do that. But for now, it's UST's point as we take a look at that block once more. UST wanted that, especially for floor. Bilang yan rin ang paalala ni Coach Oji just a while ago. Alegre, back set. De Vega with a block. Adamson tries to attack again, too strong. But let's see what will be the final call here.
Hindi talaga magpapatalo ang UST na didikitan nila yung set na to kasi gusto na nilang matapos agad.
So kanina UST was trailing behind as much as 10 points, but now dikit na ang laban. That time it was for UST though, 23-22.
Our umpire called out on that spike from Adamson.
Now we have their team captain serving. Alegre goes to the middle. Try to dunk that. De Vega.
UST's coverage is
They go
on
to
point.
De Vega again. That was a little awkward for De Vega, Anna, but what did you see?
I think the set was a bit off. It was a bit far for him and medyo sumugod na kasi siya sa harap.
Ngayon, balik na tayo sa ating tie game. 23 apiece here for Adamson and UST. Adamson would want to get the set number 2. Ibanez. Now they go to De Vega again. De Vega had to make sure that one is a kill.
Grabe yung gigil ng palo na yun. Gustong-gusto niya talagang matapos yung set na to na UST yung mananalo.
Now, Adamson will take another timeout. Let's listen in.
Lahat kayo humingi ng bola. Huwag kayong maghintay. Hingin nyo sa setter. Ngayon, pagka walang sumabay, bigay sa quick, Jun. Ha? Then, nakita mo, pagka nandito lahat pumunta, alam ba, out of system, dito na pumunta lahat ng blocker, dulo-dulo na, ready yung mga back row. Naintindihan? Huwag nyo nang ipilit doon sa open pa yung out of system natin. Automatic, nandun na yung dalawang blocker ng kalaban. Naghihintay sila ron. So, sa gitna, may back row. Gamitin nyo yung gitna natin na back row, ha? Then, pagka good receive, execute agad.
Go, first ball.
Coach George Pascua asks for initiative in hopefully their last 2 points here in this set because, you know, he knows how crucial it is if UST takes set number 2.
Yes, you're right. And he was telling his team na humingi kayo ng bola para malito yung blocker ng UST dahil alam na nila na sa open agad ibibigay. And for offsets, kasi ang offsets mahirap talaga yan iset eh. So madalas open talaga ibibigay. But he's saying na ibigay mo din sa back row sa gitna.
And that's too strong for G-Boy De Vega here. Parang nanggigil siya kasi malapit na dapat sila sa set point. But now, we are extending this set with 24 apiece.
What a nail-biter set for us today.
Now, Adamson still has a chance here. Great serve. They go to Ibanez.
At napunta sa akin
And
yung bola.
Ibanez, dinala sa atin. Ibanez goes to Ana Gupico.
Retired na po ako. Retired na.
Now, UST is at set point again. 25 to 24. Natakot ako doon, Ana. Napatingin ako sa'yo agad kasi hindi ako yung sasalo for sure. UST serving. Great serve. Aguilar goes to his teammate, Budoy.
And that was a repeat of what happened for UST, but this time on Adamson's side, it was a check out for the open spiker.
Buhay pa rin ang Adamson dito. 25 apiece. It's an extended set for us.
Walang gustong bumitaw.
We're looking at Magalaman serving. Miscommunication. Ibanez steps up.
Adamson calling for 4 touches.
Let's see if it is really 4 touches. Pag-uusapan ito ng ating officials. But Anna, what did you see in that sequence?
So the setter on UST side, sinet niya ng isang kamay. And they're saying na tinamaan ng Adamson yung bola. But, alright, that was a dead ball. Masyadong mabilis ang pangyayari for everybody.
So let's see what will be the final call here. Coach George is looking for 4 touches.
Siyempre, walang gustong magbigay ng point na to kasi 25-25, very crucial. So what our teams can do is just to gather up and maintain their composure kasi ang unang bumigay, ang unang mapikon, matatalo talaga.
So they are still waiting for the official call here. Of course, both teams trying to make a point.
All right. That was a good ball. So nobody gets that point.
There is still some discussion here. You're watching the vleague Challenge Cup. You can watch us on Facebook or via our website, vleague.ph. But if you have some time, you're free, you can join us here inside the Paco Arena. UST is up 1-0. That's why Adamson is really fighting for this set. Gusto nila maging pantay ito. Kanina pa, no, papalit-palit na ating mga puntos dito.
Because very crucial talaga, 25-25 eh. Hindi ka talaga pwedeng bumigay.
This win is also very crucial for Adamson. No? They've lost 2 of their 3 games. They played against NU.
And they're still vying, trying to get their spot for the top 3 in Pool A.
Exactly. And that one sails out for Adamson. Ngayon, libreng puntos ulit para sa UST. There will be some substitutions here. Senyoron in. Lawrence Cruz, their team captain, out.
And I think that's where you see the importance talaga nung pag-maintain nyo ng composure. Kasi pagkagaling ng ganong fight or ano naman, discussion, dapat puntos nyo pa din yung susunod na point. Ayan. Alright.
And UST closes that one out para sa Adamson and takes this set. Set number 2, 27-25, a hard-fought set for the UST Tiger Spikers. We'll be right back for set number 3. You're still watching the V-League where the USC Tigers Spikers are up 2-0 here. Very exciting set number 2 with 27-25 final score as we take a look at the highlights. And ano ba ang nangyari in that latter part of the set? Ano bang umangat para sa UST?
Well, I think UST maintained their energy and their spikers, yung gigil nandun pa din talaga kahit anong mangyari. Although they weren't as strong nung first set nila na talagang ang layo nung lamang. But it's also because Adamson was giving a really good fight. As you can see, their attacks were 10 while UST had 15. And their blockings, Adamson, talagang umangat yung blocking nila, naging polished. And they had 6 points for that. While UST had 3 and UST also had 1 service ace while Adamson did not. With their errors, medyo it's still a bit high, but UST also gave 8, which was a lot more than their first set.
So Anna, would you say that the errors also here, especially in set number 3, could be a deciding factor kung sinong mananalo sa laban na ito?
Yes, kasi ayaw natin na nagkakaroon lang tayo ng errors na binibigay lang natin sa kalaban yung score kasi pinaghihirapan ng mga athletes yung bawat point. As you can see kanina nung on the end of the second set na isang puntos lang yun pero talagang pinagdedebatihan nila kung ano yung tawag, kung ano yung kanino yung point mapupunta.
Of course, both of our teams are very passionate about this because this is a very important game for them. As we take a look at Adamson's first point here in set number 3, Anna mentioned about composure a while ago, and that's something that's also very important for these two UAAP schools as they would want to get another win in the eliminations round. USC tries to attack a great dig. Yambao goes to the middle.
That was great plays for UST setter, Yambao, giving everybody chances to spike. And kita mo naman yung spikers nila ready talaga. May laman.
Now we have Gupiteo serving also. Guy. Yambao will go to the Vega. The Vega was blocked.
Denied.
That's a great rejection by Adamson here as we take a look at that replay.
But that was also a great setup for UST side kasi ang hirap nun yung set mo galing na dun sa service line pero ginawan pa din ang paraan.
Good way serving for Adamson. Yambao, one-hand set. UST just sends it over. Guy looks at Tropia. Yambao, back set.
Bumitaw yung blocker ng Adamson on that play, giving the point to UST.
Dedoroy steps up and gets that score for UST. We're at 2 apiece here for set number 3.
You know what I haven't seen in this game is the setters dropping. Nakita ko kanina yung Adamson, he did only once, but UST was able to defend that.
Yun din yung mga favorite part ko, yung mga unexpected. Lalo na pag,
Yes.
diba? For us who don't play, sobrang bongga na para sa amin.
And that's on the setter. Kung nakikita niya na may butas talaga, kailangan mabilis yung mata ng setter.
Exactly. Now, Adamson here serving. We have Cogimbal. But that's also... that's a service
inside.
ace.
Service ace for Cogimbal.
We thought that's a service error, but that's good. Called by our referees.
Ito na naman, they're being tested with their composure. Na hindi sila magpapa-apekto sa mga ganong calls.
Now, Yambao will set up the Vega. At isa sa mga dapat hindi maapektuhan and must stay composed, of course, is their consistent score in G-Boy de Vega.
I would also like to commend that play. I think isa na yan sa favorite plays ko ng UST, yung dalawang quicker sa harap.
But that's another service error for UST. I think that's Their second
error
in set number 3.
just in 5-3, 8 points in total. We really have to lessen those unforced errors for both teams.
Now Yamba will go to the Vega again, adjusts, and that's good.
I think on this side, of Adamson side, dahil sinabihan nga sila na medyo bumuka kayo kasi malalakas nga. Pero nakita naman ng UST na you can drop the ball kasi buka na lahat ng defense nila.
We're looking at G-Boy De Vega, their lead scorer last game with 19 points. Also has been a very great help here for UST. But that time, it sails out once again. Medyo may trouble sa service line ng UST so far in this set.
That's true. They really have to take care of that dahil sayang yung mga momentum na hinahabol nila tapos bibigay nyo lang sa service error. So we have to refrain from having a lot of unforced errors.
Meanwhile, Adamson wants to maximize that opportunity and gets a service ace here. Medyo nagkatinginan na lang ang UST doon.
Yan ang gusto natin makita sa Adamson, taking advantage of those unforced errors from UST.
JM Tropia serving for the Soaring Falcons. Yambao, back set. De Vega from the back row. Still too powerful for the Adamson Soaring Falcons.
That was a tumama sa net na spike. Mahirap talaga kunin yan sa defense on Adamson's side. Kasi di mo alam saan pupunta yung bola.
Ngayon, UST ang umahabol ng 2 puntos dito. Adamson with a little bit of miscommunication. UST from the middle. That's good.
That was a really quick spike. Really, really quick. Ang nakikita ko din dito is that UST is taking advantage of these quick spikes kasi kailangan nilang biyakin yung defense ng Adamson na first line. Pag walang first line, wala na din silang defense sa likod.
Now, Aguilar to his middle as well. Gupiteo finds a way and
Through the block.
scores.
I think Adamson's Magalaman is showing good potential, but he really has to close these blocks. Especially, I think he looks like he's the tallest player in their team.
Now we have Rainier Floor serving for the Tiger Spikers. Aguilar to Godoy.
That was a check out scoring for Adamson.
Now Adamson takes us to our first technical timeout in set number 3. Welcome back to the vleague where it all started, and these are our games on Sunday. We have 4 games once again starting at 10 a.m. and we will have our last one at 5 p.m. Very exciting games as we approach the latter part of our elimination round for men's division. Of course, marami-rami pa ang mga gustong magbago ng kanilang standings. Meanwhile, let's hear another report from our courtside reporter, Megan Cabrera. Go ahead.
Sydney, alam mo, coming into the set, emotions were very high on the Adamson bench after a crucial call cost them the set. Sabi nga nila, parang pinapatay ang momentum nila. And it was a set that no one wanted to let go of. So sabi ni Coach George, as if a wake-up call, ang hirap ng hinabol nila at pinalagpas lang nila ito. So the boys responded quite positively, and their seniors also reminded the team na ipakita nila na hindi sila basta-basta. Sydney and Anna?
Thank you so much, Megan Cabrera. Adamson had a service error a while ago.
Closing the gap, making it 8-8.
And now, Adamson takes back the lead again here with 9 and 8. Megan mentioning about yung mga namamatay na momentum, 'di ba? Dito. And as a player, Anna was talking about composure. Yan ang gusto nating makita for Adamson. But for now, it's really UST enjoying this game. Now we have 9 apiece here.
Dikit na naman ang laban. And like these scores are actually a test of the teams. Well, one is composure for sure, but it's also their will to fight. Who wants to win more?
Definitely, and De Vega says, that would be me. And
Yes,
scores for UST.
we agree. We see it, De Vega.
He enjoys that one.
Yung gusto ko dito sa UST is that as much as very distributed yung mga plays nila, the spikers talaga na once the ball is given to them, they show off na thank you sa set na yon.
Adamson tries to attack. They will go to the Duroy. Adamson will attack. Rejected. And now UST is up here by 2 as we take a look at that block once again.
Ito yung sinasabi ni Coach OG kanina na yung mga sets ng Adamson matataas naman. So kayang-kaya natin basahin yan. And true enough, binasa naman ng blockers ng UST.
UST with that great serve back set. Adamson had to adjust yung bow back set as well. That time, it works for them.
That was a really great play for UST kasi yung attention nandito sa open side and then pinasa niya sa likod dahil walang nagbabantay.
Great decision-making here by Yambao na kanina pang hinihingi ni Coach OG Mamon sa kanya in their previous timeouts.
And now, he delivered.
He delivered. Of course, he also delivered last game, being the best player of the game. So we know that he has that skill, he has that decision-making. Let's see if we'll see more of that great variations from this playmaker.
Yes, we like an athlete that listens, di ba? Ginising niya na yung sarili niya. Ito na yung hinahanap niya, Coach.
But that's a service error for UST that time.
Another service error for UST. Let's see if Adamson will find their way to take advantage of that and gain momentum for them.
They were able to do that in set number 2. And with that great rejection again, they were able to do that in set number 2. Nakulangan lang sa dulo.
Ngayon nababasa na ng Adamson kasi kanina pa yung opposite ng UST nakakapunto sa kanila. So ngayon, binabantayan na nila.
There you go. Now we will have Godoy again for Adamson. Great serve. Yambao goes to the middle. It's rejected. Yambao chooses De Vega this time. Still blocked. Ogpayo. Ogimbal sets up his teammate. Now Alegre back set. Had to adjust.
Check out for UST. Scoring for Adamson.
Now we're at 12 apiece here. Palitan lang ulit ang ating puntos.
As you can see, hindi talaga masyadong flashy yung mga plays ng Adamson, but they get it done.
Great serve. Yambao. Dedoroy from the back row. Closed by Adamson.
That set was pretty low for Gupiteo, making that spike not over.
Now we still have Godoy here serving for Adamson. Yambao to the middle.
That was a really quick play and a really nice, a good drop ball.
Now a good one for Magpayo.
Alam mo, dito sa men's volleyball, mahirap din mag-drop kasi kapag mabagal yung drop mo, mabilis yung mga mga athletes natin.
Bilis sumabol, no?
Oo. So, kailangan yung drop mo kasing bilis din ng paa nila.
Alegre to Tropia.
Ay!
No. There was
Crossing.
Nagkahintayan kung sinong kukuha ng kanilang second ball.
There's a miscommunication on UST side. Hindi alam ng spikers kung sino yung papalo.
We have a substitution here.
We have Magalaman back on the court.
Delara out.
Now let's see who will bring us to our first technical timeout.
Kugimbal serving. Yambao back set. Great attack. And Adamson wasn't able to save that. Dedroy scores for UST.
Alam mo, nakakatakot kunin yung mga palo ng mga lalaki, no? Kasi pag natamaan ka sa mukha, parang pwedeng ma-dislocate yung face mo.
Kaya nga kanina na napunta dito, iwas ako agad eh.
Good reflex on your part.
Great serve. Now Yambao will go to De Vega. De Vega had to adjust. And UST was stunned and couldn't save that one. Now Adamson approaches the second technical timeout here. Ned Packing serving for Adamson, their lead scorer last game. Yambao back set. Set up for Adamson to the block. Saved, but weren't able to send that back to Adamson.
It looks like UST is losing their cool. Parang natataranta na sila ngayon.
There's some scramble on the UST side of things, but Coach George Pascua and the Adamson Soaring Falcons are loving it. Second technical timeout here in set number 3. We're still inside the Paco Arena for the vleague Challenge Cup 2022. This is the elimination round of our men's division. Game number 1 for us here on a beautiful Friday. Adamson is leading set number 3 with 16-14. They don't have a set here yet, so they want one.
This has happened already a while ago nung second set, no? Na Adamson was actually ahead. But UST pulled through, claiming the second set.
But also, UST was able to find a way to score.
Coach George Pascua mixing up the lineup inside the court for Adamson.
Guy back in. Now, G-Boy De Vega serving for UST as we fix some over lineup here.
We have 3 spikers for Adamson. I think they're maximizing their spikers para sa atake talaga.
UST trying to close out this game in just 3 sets. Adamson wants to extend this one. Aguilar to his teammate Guy. And that's good enough for Guy. Gets a score, pagpasok na pagpasok pa lang niya.
That was actually a great set for Adamson. Ginawa ng paraan para maibigay sa open spiker.
Also an effective substitution here for Coach George Pascua. Adamson now up by 2 points.
Actually, napakahirap kunin nun eh, yung isa-set mo ng one hand kasi hindi mo naman talaga sure kung effective ba yung or mapupunta kung saan mo gusto yung set mo.
Now Adamson attacks and gets that one.
That was a very aggressive spike from Guy.
Now, Coach Oji Mamon wants a substitution as well. Ibanez in, Gupiteo out.
It seems that Gupiteo will step on somebody.
Let's see if Ibanez will be, once again, a magic bunot for Coach Oji Mamon, and if he will be able to bring a spark here again. Yambao back set De Vega from the back row. Not enough. De Vega, Ibanez, ang pwede lang pumalo. But he was rejected.
Adamson putting up a good blocking show for us.
Great points here for Adamson. Now UST wants a timeout. Let's listen in.
Pronto ka ba? Backline? Pagka ganun, walang kalaban-laban. Hindi mo naman sinabihan yung kasama mo kung sa mo direction papaluin para sa coverage. Nag-umpisa ang lahat. Wala sa focus, nawala reception nyo. Yung receive nyo parang, bakit binubunggo nyo papunta sa kisame? Hindi nyo malang ihatid na lang papunta sa setter. Yung mga overball ng kalaban, sayang. Kinakalmot-kalmot. Ang bola pumunta sa ibabaw ng net, anybody's ball yan. Pwede mong atakihin yan. Bakit hinahayaan nyo na i-set up pa nila? I-challenge nyo man lang. UST! Hi guys, UST!
Coach Oji Mamon, ngayon medyo tataasan na niya ang kanyang energy sa pagka-deliver ng mga reminders na yun, because we've been mentioning he's very stoic, diba? Pero he knows how crucial this one is. For you, Anna, what did you hear?
I heard a lot. It looks like ang daming kailangan ayusin ng UST according to Coach Oji, from their communication to their defense to their aggressiveness in the front line.
But that's a good break for UST here as Adamson commits another service error. A free point for them, 19-16.
Yun yung gusto ng UST side na galing timeout tapos service error agad, causing them to lose momentum.
And make that 2 consecutive points for UST. Guy wasn't able to make that one. Now this time, Adamson will have to regroup. Let's listen in.
Ano yung bola? Hindi mo kailangan, pagka malayo ka sa net, habakan mo yung palo, hindi mo kailangan digin. So magtiwala lang kayo dun sa binibigay ng setter sa inyo, ha? Pag ginover yung bola, maraming pwedeng mangyari. Itawid nyo lang kahit anong mangyari. Maliwanag?
Yes, sir.
Okay lang naman yung palo eh, pero provided. Habaan mo. Di bali na ma-block, huwag lang not-over, ha? Sige, one good receive muna tayo.
Hindi mo maano sa quicker, oh.
Dito nyo muna ulit ang receive para signal
Papatay ako,
back down.
papatay
Pag
ako.
out of system, sa gitna mo bigay, ha? Uy, sa gitna, ha? Sige, let's go, let's go.
Hey, go. Hey, sorry.
Ayaw sayangin ni Coach George Pascua ang kanilang pinaghirapan in set number 3 because that happened in set 2. He had to regroup his guys as early as now para hindi na magdire-diretso ang kanilang mga errors. Adamson still up 19-17 here.
It looks like Adamson's attacks it needs to be shown off more according to Coach George. Di bali na daw na block basta lang wag not over dahil pag block magagawan pa ng paraan.
Ibanez wasn't able to convert that one. What happened?
Looks like the events were too quick for my eyes. But it seems that UST's attackers have not been very aggressive for that play.
Now Adamson serves but sails out. Adamson still up here 20-18. An error on UST's end. Pero ibabalik rin ng Adamson with their own error. So that has been the story of this game as well for both teams.
I think Adamson has to keep up that energy. Yung gusto mo talagang i-close yung set na to.
The ball is still
Wow!
alive.
What a save! Alright, let's listen in kung ano yung tawag ng ating referee, if that was good or not.
Because Adamson thought it was already a dead ball, that it was outside. So hindi na sila bumalik ulit sa pwesto nila.
Yes, and a player from UST went to save under the net, pero ayun nga, it's a violation already.
So that point still goes to Adamson.
Yes. Correct.
21-18.
Pero yun yung gusto nating makitang attitude. Yung talagang ayaw mong bumaba or bumagsak yung bola basta-basta.
Hahabulin pa rin, no?
Yes.
Ibanez, that great attack. He was frustrated about his attack error a while ago that he had to make that one.
Bumabawi. Hindi pwedeng yun lang.
21-19. Ganito rin tayo nung set 2. So this time, Adamson wants to take care of this lead. Guy goes to the middle with a dunk for Gimbal.
What a great show from our middle blocker of Adamson. Yun yung mga drop na sinasabi ko na kailangan mabilis talaga, hindi pwedeng mabagal.
Palapit na tayo ng palapit sa set point. So Coach Oji Mamon doesn't want that. Let's listen in.
Commit ka, tapos help block na lang. Ha? Malakas ba yung pala? Kailan naka-ready? Huwag natin bitawan to, ha? Kaya pa yan. Pasa tayo, atake. O may umaatake, dapat may coverage. Di ba, basic naman yun. Importante dito, alam nyo kung sino yung umaatake. Anong atakehin nila, ha? Binibitawan yung tao nyo,
Coach Oji Mamon talking about the basics of volleyball, and speaking of which, he also was able to share to me na during practice daw, they have like pop quiz para magtatanong siya ng mga random questions about basic of volleyball because these guys are very young. Most of them are playing their first playing year or about to in the UAAP. So, he wants to make sure.
Yes, no, but that's true kasi I see the importance of basics kasi kahit sa coaches ko, Coach Tai from Thailand, everybody, basically, they put importance on the basics kasi doon at doon ka pa din babalik. Lalo na kapag nagkakagulo na sa loob, kung yung basics mo, plakado.
There you
Ganun
go.
talaga.
Effective na timeout para for Coach Oji Mamon as the Vega scores for them. Sabi nga ni Ana, basics of volleyball, very important.
Check out.
But it's really Adamson who's enjoying this game so far. 23-20. They're looking at getting set number 3 here.
They're actually using their blockers to their advantage. Na chine-check out na lang nila yung bola.
But De Vega wants to challenge that too. See that passion, diba?
I felt that.
Another score for De Vega here. Yan yung mga gusto nating makita as fans of the game. Very passionate athletes. Coach George Pascua, one of our passionate coaches, wants a timeout. Let's listen in.
Kung binibigay sa inyo, pag ito ang nag-receive ng bola, ito bibigyan. Ito yung binigyan ng bola, dalawahin nyo na kagad dito. Wala na ng quick eh. Automatic, peso nyo na kagad. Kung kailan binibigay yung bola, doon kayo pumipeso. Kaya, pag ganun kayo, ito yung bola, tapos na. Pestuhan nyo na kagad. Ganun lang kabilis dapat. Huwag ka mag-i-stay dito. Ito yung tao mo eh. Dapat tapatan mo na yan. At pag nandito na, di ba? Kasi i-maximize natin yung block. Sayang. Naintindihan? Sayang. Sakuha lang ng block. Okay. Sakuha lang. Isang pambawi natin sa ano may pambawi sa'yo. Pero siba mo. Bumawi ka. Okay, sorry.
Pambawi daw ang block, Ana. And with us too, ikaw dito ang napakagaling na middle blocker. So if you are part of Adamson, like ano bang dapat nilang gawin, especially for the middle blockers?
Well, according to Coach George, no, na wag bibitawan yung spikers nyo. Kasi as a blocker, you have your own man to watch out for. And you can't, dapat hindi pwedeng walang may iwan. Dapat may sumasabay kahit isa man lang.
Now we have a rally here as UST tries to attack. But that one is not over. And Adamson takes a set point here. 24-21. Another great timeout by Coach George Pascua. Usapang hindi bibitaw. Hindi sila bumitaw sa rally na yun.
And yes, our Adamson's blocker putting Coach George's wisdom into action.
Now, UST tries. Aguilar sets up a teammate. At set point here. De Vega wants to extend that. That's good. 22-24. 2 puntos ang inahabol to make that a tie game.
However, ngayon, for UST side, De Vega, their main attacker for the last few points, is already in the back row. So, paano kaya makaklose ng UST ang score between them and Adamson?
Let's see if Adamson can take this set right now. Cruz, Ibanez, Aguilar looks to his teammate, Tropia. And Tropia takes that one and gets this set for the Adamson Soaring Falcons. They are now enjoying this one-set win so far in this game. Magbabalik po ang the vleague. We are going to a fourth set here as Adamson takes set number 3 with 25-22 final score. Let's take a look at set number 3 highlights here. My name is Cindy Crespo, still together with Ana Gopico. Ana, paano ba nakabawi ang Adamson in that last set?
I feel like Adamson, as I've said earlier, they haven't really done anything flashy na parang very like quick plays, ganyan, but it was mostly high balls, but it was effective for them. And I think what made the difference was their defense, especially in the front line with their blockers. So they had a lot of blocks, killer blocks for UST.
As we take a look at set number 3 stats here.
But as you can see, yung attacks ng UST, 17 over 9 for Adamson. And I believe De Vega contributed so much for that attacks, those attack points. And look at the blocks of Adamson, 4 against 1. And that was their very strong point, no, for this set. And meanwhile, they also had 2 aces and they had 10 scores from the opponents, which we talked about earlier na UST was making a lot of service errors for that set.
So it's the errors but also the great kill blocks here by Adamson, not just helping them in terms of score production but also with their confidence on the floor. Every time na nakaka-block sila dito sa UST because UST has been attacking great, especially in De Vega, di ba?
17 points yun, 17 spikes. And overall, they were learning to take advantage of the opponent's errors and hindi nila binibitawan.
Definitely. Now we start set number 4 here with that Josh Ibanez attack. He likes that one.
He's really showing everybody that he's small but he's terrible.
And also, kahit na ganun kalakas yung mga atake niya, he's always just smiling and enjoying, di ba? Aguilar to Guy. Ahabulin ng UST. Hindi nakakayanan. And that's the first point for Adamson in this set.
Nagkabungguan yung ang side ng Adamson but na-deflect naman dahil binigay sa kabilang side, which was a smart move on the setter.
Now we're looking at John Guy serving for Adamson. Great serve. Now over-received and was able to utilize by Aguilar here. This is set number 4. If you're just joining us, you're watching the vleague Challenge Cup between the Adamson University Soaring Falcons and the UST Tigers Spikers. UST up 2-1. Dedoroy adjusts.
That was a great adjustment on his side.
Guy to Tropia from the back row. And that's good as we take a look at that sequence again. Finds a way to score.
That was a great back row attack on the side of Adamson, showing grit for this set.
Now they're up 3-1. A great start for Coach George Pasco. UST tries to attack, and that would be good. De Vega still delivers for UST here in set number 4.
UST's captain, Cruz, also showing that he too can give great plays for UST.
Definitely. So that was their team captain, Lawrence Cruz. Great serve. Guy to the middle.
That was a check out play for Adamson.
Great sequence here for the Soaring Falcons.
Ito yung sinasabi kanina ni Coach George na kahit na yung set sa'yo offset, kailangan mo pa din gawa ng paraan.
No?
Yes.
Now Godoy serving for Adamson. Cruz. Set. Was Doug Aguilar. Petropia. Now De Vega will set up Ibanez. And that's good for Josh Ibanez.
Lusot na lusot sa blockers ng Adamson yung palo ni Ibanez.
I don't know which one is more exciting, the jump or the quickness of that one. Sobrang taas niya talaga tumalon. And if you're seeing this live, guys, you would know what we mean.
And I'd like to think that he's actually a smart player na nakikita niya yung butas ng blockers.
Pero syempre, babawi rin ang Adamson dito because they're also enjoying this game. They're still up here by 2 points, 5-3.
You can really see the passion of all the athletes in this court. Everybody is enjoying the game.
Now we have Mark Cogimbal serving for the Soaring Falcons.
I feel like Coach George finally found his perfect mix inside the court for Adamson, giving us a lead of 6-3.
Now, great start here for the Soaring Falcons. Cogimbal still serving. Cruz will go to Ibanez with that hang time.
Lumusot
Finds
na
the
naman.
line.
Minsan yung airtime talaga, pag pumapalo, dun nagmamatter. Actually, yun nga yung tinanong mo, na nakikita mo kasi na nasa ere ka kung saan mo papadaanin yung bola.
Now, UST will serve. I want to know the hang time of Ibanez in that last sequence.
Pwedeng bilangan, no?
Oo.
Ilang seconds yun sa ere.
That's an outside for Adamson. UST is trailing by 2 points here. Dedroy. That one sails out.
service error on the UST side. Let's see if Adamson will take advantage of that and widen the lead.
So Adamson is approaching their first technical timeout in set 4. Cruz, Aguilar, goes to Tropia, finds the line again. And now they will take us to the first technical timeout here in set number 4. We'll be right back. This is the vleague. Welcome back to the vleague, where Adamson is leading set number 4 with 8-5. But let's listen in to our third member of the broadcast team. We have Megan Cabrera. Megan, go ahead.
Sydney, after losing the chance at the 3-set game, the Tiger Spikers want to come into the set more intentionally. So, simple lang naman ang naging call for the boys. It's to be more mindful, lessen errors, and be more aggressive from reception to offense. Sydney and Anna?
Thank you so much, Megan, for updating us sa game plan ng UST in set number 4. There was a little bit of scramble on the UST side of things here. Adamson now up 9-5. Coach Audrey Mamon was talking about playing this game intentionally, being more mindful of what they're going to do inside the court. Cruz will set up Ibanez. Ibanez cross court.
Parang diesel yung Adamson today, no? Medyo slow yung start pero umaarangkada na sila ngayon towards the 4th set.
Now Josh Ibanez still also giving important points for his squad. Aguilar with that set. Still good. Ibanez. Aguilar goes to his teammate.
That was a great setup for Adamson's side.
John Guy utilizing that set. He knows he had to deliver. Team captain Cruz out. Yambao comes back for the Tiger Spikers.
Very important din talaga na kahit off yung receive natin, yung first ball natin, na yung setter or whoever the second ball is, dapat kalmado lang and ihahatid mo lang talaga yung bola dun sa spiker. So it's really about teamwork as well.
Now Adamson serving here. They have a comfortable lead with 4. Make that just 3 as Coñares.
That was a great quick play on UST's side. Ang ganda ng mga bitaw ng quick nung setter natin. No? Na-appreciate ko yan as a middle blocker.
Aguilar rejected by UST. Godoy had great intentions but UST
Denied
established their blockers there. Nababawasan na ang lamang ng Adamson dito.
UST is getting their game together. Let's see what Adamson will do with all these consecutive points from UST.
Aguilar to Tropia from the back row. That's in. 11-8 here for the Adamson Soaring Falcons.
Actually, mahirap yung angle na yun, no? Yung palo na pakanan. Kasi yung kung right-handed ka, yung tendency mo talaga is for your ball to go to the left side.
But he was able to do that. Nagkalituhan para sa Adamson.
Dahil yung setter yung nag-receive, and usually it's the libero who tries to get the second ball, but the libero was outside. So nagkaroon ng miscommunication on Adamson's side.
Now we're at 11-9 here. UST wants to maximize the unforced errors of Adamson. Ibanez to De Vega.
Wow, what a play! Alam mo, nakikita ko lang yun sa Japan. Yung mag-fake set, fake spike, tapos yun pala set sa ere.
I wanted to react to that set, but I wanted to react to that
Ball.
also dahil napunta na naman sa amin. But definitely a great set by Ibanez, but greater attack by De Vega there. Now UST will set up. Tries to attack. Habulin ng Adamson. Still good. Guy. That's outside.
He tried his best para maitawid yung bola na yun, but his efforts were not effective.
And speaking of efforts, after several efforts here, we are now back at a tie game with 11 apiece here for both of our teams.
Ito na naman tayo, 11-11.
Pagka ganitong puntos, no, parang dito na sila nagkakapantay lagi. Now, that's still a great effort for Adamson.
That was a check out.
Now guys, serving here.
Coach Oji telling the blocker na ihatid niya sa loob ng court yung palo, yung block niya.
Great serve. Yambao. Combination play. Adamson will try to attack.
That was a not over spike on Adamson's side. Tropia has been a go-to for Adamson for their attacks. So kahit mapa-back row, binibigyan pa din siya.
Now Tropia is back for the Soaring Falcons. Let's see what he will be able to do for his squad. That great serve by De Vega. Adamson will attack.
That was a really great setup. Alam mo yung play na pagbigay pa lang ng bola, alam mong papatay na agad.
Definitely finds a way to score through that block.
And I think Adamson is actually also giving lower sets now since the past few sets nga medyo matataas yung mga bigay ng setter to their spikers. But now they're trying to change it up, giving a quicker play.
Walang bumibitaw sa ating both teams. Ibanez blocked. Still good. Alegre. They will set up supposedly Tropia.
Miscommunication on Adamson's side.
Ibanez with that miscommunication as well. A little bit scary also with that landing.
Yes. Lalo na ako. Actually, I had injuries before and I get very, parang affected talaga sa mga ganyang landing kasi nakakatakot eh.
Now, both teams were scrambling that sequence. Now there is a service error. 14-13 here. Lamang pa rin ang Adamson. Although hindi rin bumibitaw ang UST. If UST takes this set, that will be their third win this season. Alegre will set up a teammate. Doug. Alegre, back set.
Oh, what a face-off! That was intense. Let's look at that replay.
Ibanez had great intentions, but Aguilar said, not my attack.
Both from players with really good leaps.
But those moments are the ones that we love, right?
Yes, it really amps me up as well.
Gimbal serving for Adamson. Yambao will go to Ibanez. Gustong bumawi.
Ayun
Finds the
na.
line. And gives a little bit of swag here.
Look at this.
He wants to reintroduce himself. We hope to see that in that replay.
Di ako
Ibanez with the
magpapatalo.
swag.
Look at that shimmy.
UST.
Things are getting even more exciting this Friday morning for
Very
everybody.
exciting set number 4 here. De Vega from the back row finds the line, makes this a tie game.
You can see the intensity on both teams na pareho na silang na-amp up.
Akala ko may dance battle na.
Malay mo, abangan natin sa TikTok nila.
Now we have Dedoroy, of course. It's also been a great help for Coach Oji Mamon. Alegre set up his middle.
That was a high set for our
Yang
middle.
Bao goes to Ibanez. Shows the second shimmy of the set again as he finds the line.
Let's see if he can shimmy this set to 25.
UST shimmies their way through to the second technical timeout. We'll be right back. We're still inside the Paco Arena for game number 1 this Friday between the Adamson Soaring Falcons and the UST Tigers Spikers. Humabol ang UST. Now they're up by 1 point, 16 to 15. If they take this set and close out this game, that will be their third win this season. So far, they'll be up 3-1 if ever. Of course, Adamson wants to take their second set in this game.
Yes, especially now that everything's very heated up inside the court. And for the past 3 sets, ito yung score na nagdidikit talaga yung Adamson and UST.
Aguilar with that great intention, but too strong. Aguilar out, packing in for the Adamson Soaring Falcons.
Let's see what packing will bring to the table.
With that great serve, Alegre goes to his teammate, Tropia.
Tropia sealing in the 16th point for Adamson. He has been the go-to player for Adamson to make that point.
Now we have Ned packing, serving for Adamson. They'll go to the middle.
Bumitaw yung blockers ng Adamson at hindi nila na-block yung middle ng UST.
Now UST is up by 2 points here, 18 to 16. There will be some substitutions. Guy and Aguilar back, backing and Alegre out for Coach George Pascua. Josh Ibanez, Magic Bunot with the magic dance moves.
Lahat magical.
Yang Bao will go to the Vega. Tries to attack. Hindi na nahabol.
Great block from Tropia and Magalaman. As much as UST is actually showing off great attacks for this set, Adamson is still showing great defense. So, ilabanan to ng ano ba yung mas importante, defense or yung offense?
That's a great observation there, Ana. As Colinares takes another attack. That beautiful timing there by Colinares. That is their 19th point in the set. Paul Colinares. Aguilar. Tugay. One blocker.
Mukhang nababantayan na yung si Guy of Adamson ng UST because he's also been attacking and giving scores for Adamson.
Coach George Pasco wants to talk to his guys. Let's listen in.
Blocker, di ba? Ganun din tayo sa block. Pag single block, cross court. Pag palo natin, single block, cross court.
Patayin nyo na kagad yan.
Then, distansya sa net. Para kita ninyo. Ngayon, dadalawa lang naman ng open court lang naman eh. Ready lang tayo dun sa block. Ang kamay, hindi nakababa. Ito lang sa taas. Para kahit pa paano, makapag-react tayo kagad. Naintindihan? Pinapractice natin yan.
Malayo pa yan, malayo.
Di ba?
Natin yan, ha? Tatlo!
This will be our games this Sunday, still here at the Paco Arena if you guys want to watch. Pero kung hindi nyo kakayanan, we have our Facebook and our website, vleague.ph. Our first game will start at 10 a.m. We have 4 games. Last one will be at 5 p.m. So that's almost a whole day of volleyball here for the V-League.
Volleyball is life. Ika
Volleyball
nga.
is life na talaga tayo ngayon ulit. Ibanez also. Volleyball is life energy. With that attack from the back row.
Such an energetic bunny. Looks like Adamson has to keep up with their blocks as well. Sabi nga ni Coach George kanina during timeout na wag niyong bibitawan yung block. Dapat always ready, nakataas yung kamay.
Comfortable lead here for UST, but they need to pull away if they want to close this one out. Ibanez adjusts. And Adamson wasn't able to save that one. 22-17.
I think Adamson was actually expecting a strong spike on UST side, but looks like Ibanez was mixing it up for UST.
Hindi bibitaw ang Adamson dito, especially Coach George Pasqua. He calls another timeout. Let's listen in.
Eh, ginagawa lang kalaban, inuhulog lang. Error lang naman natin yun, hindi naman pumuntos ang kalaban. Yun lang naman ang ano, di ba? Pagka-drop ball, ikaw nang kumuha, wag na to. Ang nangyayari lang kasi umasa tayo sa error ng kalaban, hindi. Trabawin natin. Kung sino natin manalo, gawa tayo ng paraan para manalo. Huwag tayong aasa. Tapos mag-error pa tayo, di ba? So avoid natin yun. Yung liability sa error niyo, kailangan meron pang bawi. Hindi pa pwedeng nag-error na tayo, yung liabilities wala sa inyo. Di ba? Bawi-bawi lang naman yung pag nag-error eh. Normal lang yun. Pero kailangan, meron tayong liability bawat isa, ha?
Pinapabawi ni Coach George Pasqua ang kanyang kupunan sa kanilang mga errors, Ana, and set number 4. Paano ba nila ito magagawa?
So Coach George was saying na dumadami na nga yung errors nila, causing UST to get more points. And he's saying na yung error natin, panandalian lang yun. Dapat bumawi tayo agad.
Next play mindset by Coach George Pasqua. Let's see if they'll be able to show that here. Guy tries to attack. That's not over. Making that 23-17 in favor of UST. De Vega is enjoying this game. Colinares now on deck, ready to serve for UST.
Looks like UST's confidence is also built up na din talaga. Kailangan ng Adamson lumaban at bumawi at hindi magpapa-apekto nga sa mga ganitong lalo ng dikitan yung set natin ngayon.
We're talking about composure a while ago. But if composure, UST has that among many things in this latter part of set number 3 and set number 4, and now we're at match point.
Looks like UST will not let Adamson score again.
Paul Colinares wants their third win. That's a lucky
Net
break
error.
also for Adamson. 18-24.
Adamson has to take care of this ball. Kailangan lang nila ipasok to para hindi matapos agad yung set 4.
Yambao back set to adjust. Adamson attacks.
All right,
Adamson
everyone's
again.
very careful.
Yambao, Ibanez,
Nobody wants to make a mistake.
Aguilar goes to his teammate. We have a rally here. Yambao goes to De Vega for the match point, but nope.
Outside.
That's outside. That's a score for Adamson. Umahabol pa sila dito.
I'm literally on my toes kasi last point na to eh. Lahat careful. Ayaw nilang magkaroon ng unforced error.
Joshua Magalaman serving. Yambao dunks
Oh!
that. And that's the perfect way to end this game. You were looking for that play the whole game. And Yambao says, I'm gonna save that for the very last point for you, Anna. I'm gonna show that to you. 25 to 19 here for set number 4. Panalo po ang UST. They take their 3rd win this season.
That's very unexpected kasi pag 24 ang score, hindi talaga sinasuggest na dapat i-drop yung ball. As much as possible, you play it. But a smart move on our setter from UST.
But Yambao took that risk and dunked that for UST, sealing their win here after 4 sets. Now, let's talk to our courtside reporter, Megan Cabrera, with our best player of the game. Megan, who are you with?
Thank you so much, Sydney. Ang magic bunot natin, proving to be a dependable player, Josh Ibanez is our player of the game. Josh, tight sets, extended sets, walang gustong bumigay, pero napakita mong maaasahan ka. Paano mo nailabas yon?
Ano lang po, parang tiwala lang din sa sarili kasi doon nagsisimula yung tapang sa court. Yun lang din. Yun lang po.
Okay. Ayan, yung mga teammates mo nakasuporta full on, and ito na ang chance mo para maka-shoutout sa mga sumusuporta sa'yo.
Ang gusto ko lang po batiin ang mga kamag-anak ko dyan sa General Santos City. Mapa, oh my God. Sa mga relatives ko dyan, mag-ingat kayo palagi. And to Mami Barbs, to Mami Jomar, to Mami Fiona, to Wako, to Kuya Tolitz. Shoutout sa inyong lahat.
Full-on support naman talaga. And Josh, bago kita paalisin, pasample naman ng isang shimmy dyan. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Sa camera, shimmy po tayo. Ay. Yung aura mo. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ay, okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, thank you so much, Josh. Congratulations to you and your team. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Megan Cabrera and Josh Ibanez, for that very fun post-game interview as we take a look at the game highlights here. Anna, very exciting first game for you. What's your takeaway in this match?
Well, aside from his shimmy-shimmy, yun talaga yung pinaka-highlight for me, no? But also, both teams showed really good attacks. Talagang may gigil yung mga palo, lalo na on UST side. And Adamson showed really good blocking defense, making it a really close match for today's game.
Lumaban ng Adamson in set number 3. Pero kinuha na talaga ng UST ang panalong ito, making that their 3rd win this season. And Josh Ibanez, G-Boy De Vega, and of course Daxi Ambao, making sure that it will be them na uuwing panalo this morning. Up next, we will be having our 2nd game between the University of Perpetual Help Altas and the San Beda University Red Spikers. We'll be right back at 1 p.m. This is Sydney Crespo, Ana Gopico, and Megan Cabrera. This is the V-League, where it all started.